Sunshine and perfect conditions welcome Biathlon to Ruhpolding for the fifth stage of the BMW IBU World Cup. A myriad of fans from all over the world gathered in the Chiemgau Arena for what turned out to be a spectacular week of competitions, although ruled by two names, Tyrell Eckhoff and Martin Fourcade. The battle for the women's yellow bib provided another exciting chapter in the sprint on Wednesday. Tyrell Eckhoff worked her magic once again, and by finding the perfect 10 at the range, she proved unstoppable. Dorothea Wierer tried to keep close, but by finishing third, with Hanna Oeber between her and her rival, she ended up surrendering the lead in the overall.
It was very special today because it was a perfect race for me, and I tried my best to just make a big gap for everyone to so they will be intimidated. So I'm very happy.
With the big margin at the start, Eckhoff managed the tricky weather for a third pursuit win in as many competitions in the format, closing far ahead of a resurgent Paulina Fialkova.
It's indescribable because everyone is cheering for me and I'm not used to it.
She then brought Norway back into the fight for the top spot in the women relay. In a roller coaster of emotions, 4 teams were together after the last exchange. But it was once again Norway on top to remain undefeated in the season. With France closing in the runner-up spot for the second week in a row, the podium was completed by relay sensation Switzerland at the third podium of the season after having never been in the top 3 in their history. What traditionally was a favourable weekend for Norwegian men turned out to be a difficult one. France took the men relay for the first non-Norwegian victory since 2014. An impressive leg by Martin Fourcade created a gap that no one could fill, so Quentin Fillon-Maillet could seal the win. A possible success for the French team was in the air after the men's sprint, when the squad placed 4 athletes in the top 6. Fourcade came on top of the competition by a mere 3 seconds over Fillon-Maillet for his 80th main tour win in his career.
That's always quite special to fight with a teammate because you know everything about him, and you know that especially with Quentin, he will never stop pushing. He's the one who never stops pushing. So I must say it was really hard at the end because I knew that I had to give more than my best to beat him.
He then wrapped up a perfect week in Bavaria with another clean shooting in the pursuit. Having missed 0 shots during the whole event, Fourcade captured another win.
You know, sometimes people can feel I'm a bit arrogant when I do like that, but it's just too much adrenaline who is going out in an uncontrolled way.
With Fillon-Maillet runner-up, Vetle Sjöstedt Christiansen prevented an all-French podium by barely beating Simon Bustier on the finish line. Now, the tour travels to Pokluka for the last stop before the IBU World Championships. Women will try to stop the dominance of Eckhoff, while Martin Fourcade may have to look over his shoulders for the possible return of Johannes Stignesberg.